Good morning, students. How are you today? Now, today's topic is the futures in your hand. What do you think about this topic? What means future and what means your hands? Now, in this lesson, we are going to be looking at the topic hopes and plans. What is hope and what is plan? Do you have plan for future? And what is hope means for you? The aim of the lesson to develop language, communicative and cultural competences and critical thinking and creativity, to enlarge vocabulary related on the topic hopes and plans, to improve speaking and writing skills. Plan of the lesson to identify definitions of terms hope and plan, to define the reasons of making plan, to consider advantages and disadvantages of making a plan, to explain the use of going to, will, and present continuous for future plans, to types of phrases, phrasal verbs, idiomatic and literal. What is the hope? Can you give me a definition of the term hope? What comes to your mind when somebody says hope? Hope is a feeling of wanting something good to happen in the future and believing that it is possible. It means to look forward to something with a positive mind even when life is difficult. What is a plan? Can you give me a definition of the term plan? Do you have a plan? A plan is a detailed idea or arrangement about what someone wants to do and how they will do it in the future. A plan shows what will be done, when, and how to reach a goal. Now, reasons of making a plan. What do you think? Do we need a reason to make a plan? Now, there are several reasons of making a plan. First, a plan is a set of decisions, steps, and actions arranged in order to achieve a goal. It is like a roadmap that guides people toward the future. Clarity of goals. A plan is made so that the goal is clear to understand. Second, better organization. A plan helps actions to be arranged in the right order. Third, time management. A plan saves time to showing when each steps must be done. Four, efficient is used of resources. A plan ensures that money, energy, and tools are used wisely. Preparedness. A help needs to predict problem and find solutions early. Motivation. A plan gives hope and encouragement to keep working. 7. Measurement of success. A plan makes it possible to compare results with the original goal. Next, now let's continue. Now we will take a closer look at the advantages and disadvantages of making a plan. Advantages of making a plan: clear goals. The aim becomes easy to understand. Better organization. Tasks are arranged in the right order. Good time management is that time is used effectively. Wise use the resource, money, energy, and tools are not wasted. Preparedness for problems, difficulty can be predicted and solved. Motivation and focus, people stay encouraged and concentrated. Easier success measurement, a result can be compared with a goal. Disadvantages of making a plan: time consuming process, planning takes a lot of time. Lack of flexibility, it is difficult to change the plan. Stress, or if a plan fails, people may feel pressure when plans don't work. Over dependence on the plan, too much trust is put into the plan. Unexpected changes may break a plan. Sudden events can ruin it. unrealistic goals. Sometimes the plan is not practical. What can you say about this table? Do you agree with the advantages and disadvantages of plans? If you have any idea, please share it with your friend and teacher. Now let's move on. Now let's turn to discuss the use of going to, will, and present continuous for the future plans. What do you know? What do you have any idea what is going to, will, and present continuous? The construction going to the future intention or plan used when we already decided to do something. Example, I'm going to study English tonight. It shows intention or prediction with events. Will, future decision or promise. Used for quick decision, promise, or predictions without strong evidence. Example, I help you with your homework. Will shows a decision at the moment, promise or general predictions. Third, present continuous fixed future arrangements used when the future plan is arranged, time, date already decided. Example, we are meeting our teacher tomorrow. It shows fixed schedules or arrangements. Now let's move on. Let us now look at the two types of phrasal verbs, literal and idiomatic. Literal phrasal verbs, the meaning of literal phrasal verbs is clear from the word verb plus particle. They are easy to understand, no hidden meaning. Example, sit down, sit plus down. Exactly what it says. Go out, go plus out, leaving the room or space. Carry out, to perform or complete a task. Example, the plan was carried out successfully. Put down, to place something that you are holding onto a surface. Example, she put down her bag on the table. It is clear that what is literal phrasal verbs, yeah? It means that you use in everyday life. Idiomatic phrasal verb, what is it? The meaning of idiomatic phrasal verb is different from separate words. First, more difficult, often cannot be translated word by word. Example, give up means to stop doing something. He gave up smoking, for example. Catch up means to reach the same level as someone. She ran fast to catch up with her friends. Pick up means to learn or collect something often quickly. He picked up some new words in English. Take up means to start or begin an activity, literal start. She looked up painting last year. If you have a question about phrasal verb, you have to answer to your teacher. So please, at home, your task is to learn by heart phrasal verbs that you will use in everyday life. It is important. Here are some inspiring and meaningful quotations about hope. First, hope is a thing with features. Emily Dickinson. Now, second, where there is hope, there is a life. Anna Frank. What do you think about this quotation? Do you agree with Anna Frank? Third, hope is being able to see that there is a light despite of all darkness. Desmond Tutu. 4. Once you choose a hope, anything possible. Christopher Reeve. 5. Hope is a companion of power and a mother of success. Samuel Smiles. Hope is a walking dream. Aristotle. What can you say about Aristotle's quotation? What do you think? Hope is a heartbeat of a soul. 8. Let your hopes, not your heart, shape your future. 9. Hope never abandons you and you abandon it. 10. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. Susanna Collins. Do you agree with this quotation? 11. Hope is a patient with a lamp lit. 12. He who has a health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Thomas Carlyle. Now, at home, please read these quotations and write down for each quotations your what do you think about it, your thought, please, and send it to your teacher. Next, now students answer the questions about the topic hopes and plans, relying on your knowledge and obtain it today. First, what is the definition of terms hope and plan? Why do people make plans? And third, what are the advantages and disadvantages of making a plan? Write down by order. 4. How is the construction going to used in the future plans? 5. When do we use will and present continuous for future? And 6. What are the idiomatic and literal phrasal verbs? Can you give examples? Please write down answers to your note and send it to your teacher. On this slide, you can see the writing task about hopes and plans. Choose one of the topics below and write 200-word essay. First, write about what hopes means to you. Describe why people make plans in their life. Third, write about advantages of having a plan. 4. Write about the disadvantages of making a plan. Case study. Please read this case study carefully. Here are the case study tasks on the topic hopes and plans. Case study task topic: Emma and her parents' background. Emma is 16 years old. She hopes to become a teacher in the future. She studies hard at school and enjoys helping her classmates with homework. One evening, Emma talks with her mother about her plans. She says, "I'm going to study at university after school." Her mother replies, "That's a great plan. I hope you will achieve your dream." Emma smiles and says, "Yes, I will work hard and I'm sure I can do it." So question, what does Emma hope to become in the future? How does Emma help her classmates? What plan does Emma tell her mother? What does Emma's mother say to her? And last one, how does Emma feel about her dream? Please write down this case study task at home, and in the next lesson you will read it at the lesson. Let's conclude today's lesson. The definition of the term hope and plan were identified. Reasons of making a plan were defined. The advantages of disadvantages of making a plan were considered. The use of going to will and present continuous for future plans was explained. And types of phrasal verbs, idiomatic and literal, were explained. And that is the end of today's lesson. You are expected to do your best. Goodbye, students. See you next lesson.